Alright, so this next exercise is an exercise for extending energy, so it's a foundation exercise. There are three basic components we're looking at with internal energy development at this stage. The first is life force awareness. So you're practicing the building the ball exercise and whole body pore breathing so that you feel a tangible electromagnetic feeling like a plasma ball between your hands. That's step one. Step two is to guide that feeling and open it through your joints. So you bring it into your joints and open your joints up. So right from your fingers to your toes, every joint in your body is stretching open. There's a rounding of your back, you're making sure your knees are aligned, and you're opening that energy and radiating that energy out. Step three is to get that energy out at least a hand span around your body or directing it to a point in the distance. So we have step one, get your mind on energy. Do the building the ball qigong, build up the feeling of energy. Step two, open your joints. Really connect the whole body through opening the joints. When the joints open, it connects the marrow and releases energy. It's like switching a light bulb on. Your whole body starts to radiate like light. Then get the mind to get at least an arm distance out around your body. You've got to radiate that energy outward spherically into a sphere or out to a point. Either one of them is fine. So if we, let's say, look at this tree or plant that I've got over here, I want to take a posture. Whatever posture you like is fine. Tune into life force and then open the joints and extend energy onto that point. So I'm putting my mind on a little speck of bark on that tree and then extending that energy to that point and just relaxing, extending the chi. So my mind is on life force, my joints are open, and I'm pumping that energy out. And I'm just radiating, radiating, radiating. Now as you do this exercise, you can use any posture you like from any system. You could be doing a punch, just don't clench your fist, open the hand and extend the chi. The important parts is that you're relaxing the muscles, really hanging the muscles and opening the joints so that the energy radiates and extends. You're extending chi. You'll find inside hanging the muscle and opening the joint, there's a level of intensity that's self-nourishing, that you're not depleting your gym, where you're at a state of switching the transformer on, getting energy to radiate, but you radiate at a level where your body's getting stronger and stronger and stronger, not weaker, weaker and weaker. If I push it out too hard, I'm depleting my vitality. But if I push it out at a level where the transformer switches on, I'm increasing my vitality. So this is a difference, and it's a feeling inside your body. Hang the muscles, open the joints, extend the chi. Focus on that point and just keep extending, extending, extending. Now if you jump in over here for me, if I'm on the right frequency of extending and you come and touch my hands in there, that the energy is radiating out. So the same feeling that I'm putting and radiating into his body, I'm radiating that feeling out there. So as soon as someone touches your body with the pressure on your hands, they're going to float. That energy is on the frequency of radiation to pick their balance up, to pick their body up. So extend one hand or both hands, extend the energy out and radiate. And it's on a frequency that we were training previously of floating our training partner. Where we're in the earth phase, our partner pushes on the body, we touch their fascia, and then we just radiate and open the joints and we neutralize them, we float them off. We put them in an energy bubble. We take that same frequency and we radiate it to a tree. So the mind is on the frequency of energy through the breath, life force. We're pore breathing that through the whole body. We open the joints and hang the muscles to get the alignment there, so we're switching on that internal transformer. Then we expand the awareness to a sphere around us or to a point, depending on how you want to build that energy. You want spherical power, or do you want condensed, focused power like would be used for Fajin and so forth. Both methods are equally good. Once you have tuned in that transformer, so it's switched on, it's building energy, not losing energy, and you're extending your mind onto that point, you can hold this posture for anywhere up to an hour. And you're always calibrating your mind to produce more energy, not deplete yourself. This is not hard work. If you're standing in such a way that your legs are shaking and it's becoming really hard work, that's not what we're after. We're switching on a fascia building transformer so that it's riding a wave of bliss. There's a chemistry in your body which is building power. It feels good. We're not talking about going to really deep stances and burning your legs out. You're quite high, you're floating, you're comfortable, and you're in a spherical balloon of energy that's radiating like a transformer, and it's self-supporting. What collapses is the mind, the ability to concentrate for so long. The fatigue comes from mental fatigue. It's a type of mental power that your mind and your chi and your body are connected. So in the beginning, that's what exhausts you. It's not the body, because you're activating fascia, and fascia is self-supporting, doesn't use much oxygen. So your legs aren't going to be burning. If your legs are burning, it's a different type of technique, it's a different thing. So with this exercise, have a high horse, you're in a high stance. You're not locking your knees are bent, but you're relaxing and opening the joints, hanging the muscles, stimulating fascia, extending the chi. Very, very simple. It's a tuning in process. You're tuning into producing energy so you become a self-supporting structure inside your fascia. Sort of like your whole body becomes a series of springs that is just radiating energy. It builds power. It does not deplete you. The early stages are get your mind strong, learn to concentrate for longer, get your energy tuned in, so building more energy, not losing, and then the energy exercise becomes very, very blissful. And it literally becomes an addiction where you just love radiating energy every day and standing with the trees. You get gains very quickly because you're training the frequency where you touch people and they float. That means if you want to bounce them, all you do is control energy through your body pulse, and you can send them for a bounce. So it gives you a solo training exercise where you can develop power, and then you touch your training partner and recalibrate and tune the yi to get the power to be delivered to the right frequency. As you get better at this exercise, then you replicate the same exercise at the gym. You might be on a chest press bench. You've got a bar, you're lying back on the bench and you're pushing up on the chest press. You expand the yi into the sphere. The mind goes into the life force, you hang the muscles, you open the joints. When that bar becomes weightless, you can't throw it around as if it's weightless, but it feels weightless. That means your muscles aren't feeling tension, but the elasticity in your body is switched on and the fascia is supporting the weight. And there's a bit of a hovering, elastic feeling, sort of like dropping a bar on a trampoline. The trampoline supports it, but there's a springiness in the trampoline which supports the weight. It won't feel heavy once you switch the muscles off. Things feel heavy because muscle tension. When you're in fascia tension, it feels light, even though you can't throw it around, but it's just there. It's not tense. This is your 4-ounce bridge. Even though you may have 100 kilos on your bridge, it feels light. And this standing exercise, you go to the gym, but those sorts of stresses on the fascia, and you build very powerful fascia very quickly. So you get development happening quicker than your normal standing exercises. Be creative. Every machine in the gym, how do you stretch and open the joints, hang the muscles, and stimulate the fascia? Get the mind to be on the feeling of chi. Open the joints, hang the muscles, spread the mind into your sphere as you do the exercise. And you can apply this to hundreds of different types of training exercise where you're putting stress on your system. You're just getting your fascia to do the work rather than your muscles to do the work. And this is what the whole system's built around. How to make that happen, how to develop fascia. Okay, so